What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bourbon and Blunts. We have a new episode this week coming at you. This week on the episode, we have our original segment of What's Inside You, followed up by an interesting article from CNN as a European Airlines decides to start weighing passengers. So we'll dive in on that a little bit, which I think is kind of funny. They're doing like a little, I guess, beta testing, so to speak, with it. So we'll look into that.
I ain't got no problem with it.
I ain't got no problem with it either. and then we'll finish up the segment with a little bit of words of wisdom with my man, Digital Slang. What's up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a little bit. You've been jet setting again.
No,
Yeah, you were away last weekend.
I wasn't.
Yes, you were. You were in Florida
2 weeks ago.
No, you were in Florida last weekend.
No, that was a week. That was 2 weeks ago.
I don't think
we
so.
just shot a podcast with your buddy.
I know, but that was 2 weeks ago.
No, that was a week ago.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
I am 1,000% positive.
All right. Well, then maybe I'm a little bit messed up.
You're all over the place now.
I must be. I don't know.
Yeah,
Now I'm confused. Are you sure about that?
I'm positive. I didn't
Okay. All
travel
right.
last
My
weekend.
bad. What'd you do last weekend?
What did I do last week? I didn't do anything.
What was I? I was busy last week. I know
When
that.
did we shoot the podcast?
I forget when we shot that with Bobby.
Well, the day that I'll tell you right now when we shot it, because the day we shot it is the day I
You uploaded the
it.
video?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
We're up to 184 subscribers.
All right. All right. Thank you. Shout out to our subscribers out there.
So that was your videos 5 days ago. No, that's a short. The real video was 9 days ago.
So then you went to Florida, I think.
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
All right. Well, whatever.
I
Doesn't
definitely
matter.
was not in Florida last weekend.
Either way, it's okay. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
So what's been new, my friend?
Chilling, bro. Work is busy as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll slow down now because we had a huge job. 3,000 pieces, but front and back, so 6,000.
Oh, wow.
It was like a 3-color bag. It sucked.
Who was this for?
I don't know.
Just for printing shirts. Yeah.
Cisco, some company. Even if I say the name, you won't know who they
Cisco? I know who Cisco is.
are. Who are they?
They're a tech company.
They are.
Yeah.
Wow, you're smarter than you look.
See, you know what, dude? I was just talking about this to somebody the other day. I was like, I like to be unassuming. I walk around in my day. Now, I don't know if this is a good mentality. I'm not sure. But I walk around in my day looking like I'm homeless most of the time. And if you saw me on the weekend, you'd be like, oh, that's like a real blue-collar
He
guy.
lives in the forest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I stains all over my clothes.
Yeah.
Holes in my pants everywhere. I mean, holes in my shoes. I look like a homeless man.
You look like you live in the forest.
I do.
In a tent.
I do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In a yurt.
And I kind of like that appearance only because I feel like it makes people have this impression of me that I am different than what I actually am. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing because maybe if I presented myself a little, as far as dressed a little nicer, even during the week or on the weekends, maybe, I don't know, maybe there'd be advantages to it.
Maybe things would be different.
Yeah, who knows? But I just kind of like it when people they underestimate who I am.
I get that.
Yeah, I like that. So
Yeah, I get that.
maybe it's an advantage, maybe it's not. I'm not sure. So anyways, should we get into our first segment, my good man?
Yes, please.
All right, hit the button.
It's time for...
What's Inside You?
What are you identifying as today? I need to know.
What am I identifying as today?
You're one
man.
of those.
Yeah.
You got pronouns for days.
I'm going to say today I'm feeling like a 7-foot female. Is that possible? Is there any 7-foot females out there?
I'm sure there has been.
I think I'm sure there has been too.
Yeah, I'm sure there has been.
We should look that up.
I mean, I know there's
that.
like 6'10", 6'11" girls in basketball.
Is there really? That's all?
In the WNBA.
Really?
I know there's been a couple.
Interesting. Okay. All right.
So I'm sure the Guinness Book of World Records has a girl that's probably like 7'7".
Okay. Interesting. All right. I got a question for you, pal.
Okay.
Since this is Bourbon and Blunts, how has marijuana changed your life?
It has taken the edge off.
And how so?
I was a very angry person in my youth.
You were?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What,
a lot of built up rage and anger for whatever reason. I really don't know.
Do you think that was from maybe your father?
Who knows? Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of energy, a lot of just. I was a dick.
Who would have thought that?
What's changed? Yeah, it just made me chill a little more, man. Well, a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more. It just made me chill. And I used to care what people thought. Like, I don't care about any of that shit. None of it.
And you think marijuana has helped you with that?
That's one of the things.
One
it's
of the
not
things.
the thing.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
it's
sure.
one of the things, and it's I fucking love it. Love it.
Yeah, I view it as a supplement. That's kind of how I interpret. That's how I describe it to people. That when people ask me,
good way to put it.
I view it as a supplement.
You know what I'm enjoying now?
What's that?
Gummies.
Yeah, you've been telling me you've been eating some gummies
I've
lately.
been pretty much eating at least half a gummy a day.
Okay, now is this at nighttime before bed?
I just took one about an hour ago. It is Friday.
Yes.
Normally, like Monday through Thursday, if I do it,
Right.
it will be towards the evening.
Towards the evening time.
Yeah.
I made a big batch of brownies the other night,
Oh.
and I was going to bring you some.
You
but,
should have.
dude. Last time I did, you freaking were in a
I
coma.
ate the whole cupcake. That was my mistake. I was in a coma for a day and a half.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think I view it as a supplement. It's been something. And I think I probably shared this with you before. I didn't find this until I was in my late 20s.
Yeah.
And if you were to talk to me when I was in my late teens, early
you probably would
20s,
have thought it was trash.
oh, I did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would criticize people,
Of course.
tremendously.
People do, and a lot of people still do that don't know.
And they do. And you know, I always say this, like, I came from a place of ignorance,
yeah.
and I owe a lot of apologies to people.
But that's most people.
That is most people.
And whatever they're arguing about.
Yeah, I guess. You know, the other thing is, I don't know if people are willing to always apologize for it, but I you know, I have apologized to people that I've persecuted in the past. When I've run into them, I always.
I've been smoking on and off since I was probably 16.
Now, do you think it's because there's research on this with the development of cannabis consumption, and I'm not sure it's the frontal lobe in the brain with youth. I forget, but something with brain development and how it could potentially stunt an underdeveloped brain.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably true. Smoking in general will do that. Maybe an edible is different.
Maybe,
you know what I
right?
mean? But like smoking in general usually stunts some type of growth.
Now, do you equate that to some of your unintelligence? I'm just kidding, but you're not a dumb.
Thankfully, the weed makes me not care what you think.
Now, but in your life, you view this as an overall net positive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have too, man. I
put it this way: even if you meet if you meet a total stranger and you guys just smoke a joint together,
you're like
best friends.
Yeah, you're best friends.
Best friends immediately. Immediately.
Well, I told you what Skylar said to you when she first met you the first time. Well, not to you, to me rather. When she first met you,
just that he smokes weed.
She was like, "He's a stoner, isn't he?" I was like, "Oh yeah, he's a stoner."
Yeah, you didn't know though. At the
I
time.
didn't know, but I'm like, "You think?"
I look high all the time.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you're not, but
I'm not.
but
I'm not,
oftentimes you always look high.
And this has been this way for at least 30 years.
Even when you were a kid, you kind of looked this way.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always have that little kind of like.
I feel like I have Asian eyes.
Yeah, you definitely have a little like, you know.
They're like half open.
They're half open.
Yeah, they're
all the
like
time.
for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They don't seem half open. Like I can see fine.
Right, but to the average person, they look half open.
Yeah, I get. You know how many comments I've had in videos over the years about just like.
Do you have Asian DNA in you?
No, they'll say like, dude, don't smoke before you shoot a video, or you look high as hell, dude. Or
it's like I'm not.
I'm not. It's just my face, man. That's the same thing as like it makes me look angry too. People either think I'm high or they think I'm angry, and I'm usually neither.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, as I've gotten to know you over the years, I'm like, dude, he's always a very pleasant fellow.
Even keel.
Yeah,
I love to talk shit. For those that don't know,
dude, I've never known you to be very upset about anything.
No.
Yeah, I've never seen you overreact, blow up. Nothing. I know you have.
Yeah, I work and things like that.
I get it,
but for the most part, in my day-to-day life, no, never. Even when I got robbed.
Okay, second question for you now.
Yes, it's true.
Really?
Yes, it's true.
You really want to know what I was going to say?
Yeah, what were you going to say? What were you going to say?
It's very inappropriate. I'm not gonna say
no, then you have to say it. This is Bourbon and Blunts.
It was something about your butt. And,
I'm going butt plugging.
Yeah, something like that. So I keep it to myself.
Then no, it's not true.
So have you viewed alcohol as how? Well, I say this: how has alcohol changed or affected your life?
Alcohol has no impact on my life.
Okay.
It really never has. I mean, we drank as teenagers and early 20s and shit, socially and going out. I was never the type to just drink at home.
Right.
I mean, I think it's a social activity that needs to be, moderated.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to be used in moderation. Like being high and being drunk are way different.
They are very, very
I can do anything when I'm high. And I mean anything.
I could definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Drunk, I don't even want to leave my house. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's dangerous.
Yes, I agree.
You're going to kill somebody. You're going to get locked up. You're going to do something bad is going to happen.
You know what's interesting? When I'm stoned and I have to focus, like I know it's like, all right, this is a serious thing I need to I'm like, all right, let's freaking lock in, baby.
It's easy
I need to
to
lock in right now.
That's why I love working out high, because I can just focus. And that's when I played basketball back in the day. Like I would always want to be high.
Really?
Yeah, because it just allows me to zone in.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play sports with it. No, I wouldn't want to do. I don't like to do things where I have to really think. When I have to really think about, I like to be stoned when I am creatively thinking, but I don't like to be stoned when I have to accomplish a task to use my brain with.
See, I love it. Even like if I had to, like a couple weeks ago, I bought a new dresser. So just putting together the furniture, there's 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
I was like, I got to smoke to do this.
That would be something.
You know what I mean? Like, I need to smoke to do this.
That would be something I would smoke for. But what I'm saying is, like, if there was something majorly important,
like a test for becoming a doctor.
Yeah. Or like I'm
doing coke.
I think Adderall might be the better thing to do.
Kidding.
Have you ever done Adderall before?
No, I've never done anything like that.
Neither have I, man. Neither have I.
Coke,
It scares me.
I don't want to do anything like that.
It scares the hell out of me, dude.
Nope.
It scares me.
Pills are not my thing, dude.
No. But I'm gonna say Adderall. Adderall is like I guess it's a form of methamphetamine.
I thought it was a pill.
It is, but it's for individuals with ADHD.
I don't want nothing to do with that shit.
Yeah, it scares me.
No pills.
My buddy was telling. He's like, here's a couple. He's like, try. Like if you got to focus on something, you got to get stuff done. Give it a shot. I'm like, dude.
That's like that Joe Rogan brain.
Pill. Alpha Brain.
I've always thought about picking some up just to try it.
Yeah, me too. The thing is, this is an actual I think it is partly methamphetamine, Adderall, and it scares the hell out of me that I might like it too much, and that's why I don't try it.
And then don't try it.
No, I'm not trying it.
Yeah.
So, but alcohol hasn't.
You do get addicted to things quick. Like the first time you hit a glory hole up.
Well, what can I say? It was a fun experience.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, you like what you like, right?
You like what yeah, exactly. I mean, I didn't know what was going to come out of the hole. I mean, it was like a new surprise every
Pleasantly
time.
surprised, I guess.
Yeah, right. But alcohol hasn't affected your life one way or another. Would you say it's been a more net positive or net negative?
I mean, there's been plenty of good nights on when I've been buzzed or drunk, and plenty of nights that I was like, I'm never drinking again.
Yeah, you regret it. Yeah, no, I agree. I would say I'm neutral to the whole thing with alcohol.
I don't drink. I don't remember the last time I was drunk.
I can't either.
I've been tipsy, like a little buzz.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's where I'll leave it.
I like to leave it there.
I won't take it further.
I like to leave it there.
It's easy to stop because I'm a pothead, not an alcoholic.
Exactly. I much rather have 2 drinks, feel a nice little buzz. What I do like...
That's all I usually do. Like if I'm drinking whiskey,
it's
2 glasses.
2 glasses,
If I'm drinking beers, it's 2 beers.
2 beers.
And maybe a glass of whiskey because it's beer.
Right. I do like a little nipper on it. Yes, I agree. All right, buddy, give me your questions.
All right. What is something that makes you feel unstoppable?
This is something I've been thinking about lately over the past few days. And for me, I've been really trying to think about how fortunate I am in my life. And just something like the simple things. Great family, great friends. I make more money than I ever thought I would. I have a roof over my head. I have food in my stomach. I have plenty of opportunities, and I feel so fortunate. And just with that, this feeling of overall well-being and gratitude makes me feel like I can do anything because I have a great foundation that I'm so fortunate for, And I don't ever want to take that for granted. And even if everything else fell apart, if I had still great family, great friends, roof over my head, food in my stomach, like what else do I really need? And so then from there, the sky's the limit. If all the things that I appreciate, the basic things that I really appreciate in my life, I feel like I can do anything from there. Because all the basics are covered.
Does that really answer the question, though?
I don't know, buddy. I don't know if it does or it doesn't. But I would say this feeling that I've been having lately of appreciation.
You feel like you could do anything.
From there, it makes me feel like I'm willing to take the risk to try to push harder and further because I feel so fortunate for what I do have that why not take gambles, take risk, and push harder.
Yeah. Risk is something that I don't care about at all. Like, it doesn't scare me at all. You know how many times I've failed?
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, when you got really kicked in the huevos last year.
Man, did I?
Dude, you took that like a champ.
What are you going to do?
You took it like a champ, buddy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if I answered your question, but that's the best way I can kind of phrase my feeling of what I've been feeling lately as it relates to giving me the extra courage and energy to keep pushing into other areas of my life, so to speak.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
give me yours, my friend.
Something that makes me feel unstoppable. The ability to walk.
The ability to walk.
When that's taken away from you,
Mm-hmm.
your life is, for me, like when my back went all those years ago, and I was like, life was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. You remember when my back went here? I couldn't get off the floor for like 2 days.
I know.
And you couldn't help me.
I couldn't help
because
you.
I couldn't open the door. But the moment you get that back and you could just live a normal life again.
Now, do you feel like after that moment, you had this, and you've had, I know you've had several periods kind of like that.
Yeah, for 12 years.
This off and on, up and down.
Off and on, yeah.
And has that made you have this feeling of appreciation for just something that most people take it for granted, including myself, just to be able to walk.
Being able to stand up.
Yeah.
When my back was that bad, I mean, it would take me 35, 40 minutes to stand up. Like to get off, just to get off the floor, about 35 minutes, and then try and travel to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Forget about taking a shower.
Right.
You're not getting in the shower, but just to even go take a piss or something. Man.
So much pain.
Some of the most pain. I've broken bones and dislocated things and torn ligaments and things like that. Nothing compares. Nothing.
Yeah. I wonder how that compares to childbirth.
I don't know. If it's anything like it, I feel sorry for them because that shit is, it's nerves.
Yeah, no, I get it. I've dealt with that briefly in my life, and it's miserable.
Yeah, so just, dude, just being able to do, we don't know how lucky we are.
Well, and right, and I think that's why every morning I kind of pray and I reflect a little bit. I'm just like, man, I'm so fortunate. I feel so fortunate for just what I have in my life.
Just being able to wake up. You know how many people don't reach my age?
Yeah, dude. I mean, you're in your 50s,
Like,
man.
I'm lucky already to be alive this long.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many things, dude. Just being able to breathe, people that can't breathe, just being able to walk down the road or walk down the stairs here.
Yes. And I think that feeling of appreciation and gratitude, I would say for me, gives me the extra motivation that I can do anything.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just happy to wake up every day, dude, at this point.
Yeah. Well, sure. I mean, your days are numbered.
Yeah, with the back,
you're fucking
the
ancient.
brain thing,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That legitimately is true.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
I was being a little facetious, but
my time is short, maybe.
I hope not, dude.
I hope not, too. My luck, I'll live till 140.
I think you're probably, you I mean, you know, probably a couple days, but.
Like, it's 4:30 by like 6:32.
6:32, yeah, you might be done.
Might drop dead. I mean, if it happens, it happens, whatever.
Yeah. Now, would you say if that were to happen to you, would you feel like your life has been a full life?
No.
No?
I'm not done.
Okay. What else do you feel like you would have to accomplish for your life to feel like it's full?
It's a good question. It's not money. It's freeing up more of my time to enjoy life with someone special.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What would
Like
you do?
Travel.
Yeah.
Travel and just enjoy life. Drop a gummy a day, travel. and I'm going to the beaches. I'm going all over.
Well, we talked before about you getting a camper.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
Yeah. That'd be fun, man.
Yeah, it's definitely going to happen. For sure.
I hope it does, dude.
Yeah, man.
I hope it
Why not?
does. So,
I mean, I'll be able to retire soon.
yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, Social Security's coming soon.
yeah, for sure. I mean, you are ancient, for God's sakes. Yeah.
All this shit's coming soon. But yeah, just being able to do little things that people take for granted, because I know most people don't think about it, but you should.
Yeah, and I think having that feeling of just appreciation and gratitude definitely.
I'm a very easy and content person.
Yeah, you are. I can honestly say that you are. Was that your first question or second question?
That was the first one.
All right, give me the second one, buddy.
I'm not going to ask you that one because I already know the answer to that one.
Right.
It's about spiritual and shit. You're going to go right into psychedelics. Let's see. Is it easy for you to accept help from people?
No.
Why?
Because for a couple reasons. One, I feel bad. I feel bad.
I get that.
When I feel like someone
Has to go out of their way.
Yeah, I'm burdening someone.
Yeah.
I don't want to burden people.
Oh,
That's
never
number one.
stopped you with me, did it?
No, it did not. But I was paying you then at the time.
That's true.
You're talking about the shirts?
I mean, I was just talking in general.
In
but
general.
if we're going back to the t-shirts.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. I can be a freaking annoying son of a bitch. When I want something done,
Believe it.
I can, and I need to rely on someone else. I am the squeaky wheel.
I know.
Yeah. So being the burden, and I also feel like sometimes I don't want to have to, I don't know, maybe it's a trust thing. I don't know if they're going to do it the way I expect it to be done.
I feel that at work all the time.
Yeah. All right. Right. You're you have employees.
I literally thought about that today. Like, got into a little argument with someone, and I was thinking to myself after it was all said and done, I was like, you just need to let them do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's not going to be the way I do it anyway.
Right.
I just need it to be good enough.
Yeah.
And I just need to trust that they can do it.
Yeah.
It's very hard to do, man.
It is very hard to do. You know, I was talking to Dino one day, and he was telling me a little bit about that. He said, basically, part of the idea was like, you got to let go a little bit.
Yeah, it's hard.
You got to let go. You got to trust other people to get stuff done for you.
Yeah.
And just be okay with them messing up.
They're
going to mess up.
Happen.
And you got to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like it's not the end of the world. And I think about that all the time. I just don't know how to freaking sometimes just let that go.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I want to control it all. So so you're saying the same similar thing, like you have a hard time.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, even asking for someone to help me. Like, it's hard for me to even ask. Like, most of the times I won't do it. I'll just rather do it myself.
Yeah.
I'll figure out a way to do it myself.
Yeah, I understand, dude. Well, I'll tell you what, bud. I'm always happy to help you.
Thanks, man.
That's the other thing. Like, I am always happy to help people.
And I'm the same way. Like, if somebody really needs help, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm always happy to help somebody.
Yeah.
But I just don't ever want to ask for help myself.
Yeah,
it's such a weird thing.
It is. Yeah.
Probably be able to get so much more shit done if we be able to
give up some of that.
Yeah.
And some of the shit's stupid. Like, it's not even something where I need to worry about you doing something correctly. Like,
right.
I just need, all right, I need help moving a piece of furniture.
Right.
Like, I don't even want to ask you to do that. Like, I'll just figure it out myself. I'll throw that shit off the balcony, which I've done before.
Yeah. Dude, don't do that. I live 10 minutes down the road, man.
I know. Dude, I've literally thrown furniture off the balcony.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
3 stories down.
Hey, look out.
Yeah.
Look out down there. So, all right, pal. Let's switch gears, my man.
So you got to ask your questions.
No, I did.
Did you?
Yeah, alcohol and weed.
Oh, that's one question.
That was 2.
Was it?
It's 2 separate ones.
Jesus hates you.
God, you're so dumb.
Jesus hates you.
Jeez Louise.
He
All
told
right,
me.
Let's switch gears.
He texted me.
No, he doesn't.
He texted me.
So I gotta read this on my phone because my computer is acting funny. But so this came out from CNN, and apparently there's a European airline that is now starting to kind of test whether or not they need or should or the benefits of weighing their passengers. So I'll kind of briefly read this. This is from CNN. The practice of weighing passengers at the gate, as reported by Julia Buckley of CNN, may strike some as unusual. but it serves a critical function in aviation safety. The initiative by Finnair seeks to collect accurate data to optimize weight estimates for aircraft, a key calculation in ensuring a plane can take off and land safely. Aircraft weight profoundly influences performance during takeoff, flight, and landing. Too much weight or improperly distributed weight can affect the plane's handling and fuel efficiency, potentially leading to unsafe flying conditions. Thus, airlines calculate precise weights for everything on board, including passengers and luggage. Finnair's approach is sensitive to privacy concerns, ensuring the voluntary process remains anonymous and doesn't link to anyone's personal booking details. The robust volume of volunteers Finnair has had speaks to a likely public understanding of and cooperation with the goals of the project. Interestingly, the timing of the data collection over seasons suggests airlines must account for seasonal weight variations like heavier clothing in winter. Yeah, right, they're freaking packing on pounds in the wintertime. By collecting data, Finnair aims to fine-tune the safety and efficiency of their flights, recognizing that weight discrepancies can indeed vary with seasonal changes in passengers' attire and packing habits, and also some of those Christmas cookies. This initiative is an example of the constant efforts taken by airlines, blah, 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 blah. All right, so my thought on this is, that kind of makes a little bit of sense. Now, I wonder, do you think that I'm sure this is a harmless thing, just trying to get data for their passengers and
you need data to make a decision.
Yeah, and to maximize the performance of their aircraft.
Yeah.
But do you think they would actually ever use this in a way to where, like, all right,
if you're overweight, you're not getting on the plane.
you're a deuce and a half here.
You're like 300.
We're gonna charge you an
capacity.
extra couple bucks because of your weight.
I mean, maybe, or you just don't fly.
Maybe. You know what, dude? There's this.
Look, think about. Don't lose that thought.
Mm-hmm.
Think about going to an amusement park. Like
Right.
you have to be a certain
Height, right?
Yeah, but I'm sure if you're way too big,
Oh, you can't
you're
fit.
not gonna be able to ride.
Right. There's this social media influencer. I forget her name. She's a very, very big girl. And she is a what do you want to call it? Like a fat positive social influencer. And she pushes super, super hard to get airlines to be able to accommodate, large people. So rather than, paying for 2 seats, just to pay for 1 seat, but she kind of gets 2 seats, right? Her ass takes up 2 seats.
See, I would have a problem with that.
I fucking have a problem with that too.
I would have a problem with that.
And at the end of because number one, you're taking away seats for other passengers, right? That they want to be able to travel too. So now you're taking up an extra seat for that. And what about the airline standpoint? It's like, well, shit. Like now you're taking up this. I mean, look, this is called capitalism, right? And we're trying to make profits here, and we're sorry we can't necessarily accommodate every single freaking person there is, all different shapes and sizes, right? Here's what it is. You got to kind of fit into this freaking package here, right? Or drive.
Should be able to run the business any goddamn way they want.
I would agree.
Yeah.
As long as they're not doing nefarious things to people or, whatever, the environment, but at the end of the day, it's like.
Now, is it called Finnair?
Finnair, yeah. It's Finnish Air.
I thought you said thin.
No.
That makes sense.
Funny, yeah.
Finnair.
Finnish Air.
Yeah.
But I think it's a great thing.
I don't have a problem with it, dude.
How would you feel like if there was a whole new standard now and the airline industry was going to weigh every single passenger, and if you weighed over 200 pounds, you got charged an extra $20?
I mean, 200 is not a good number, but we'll say 260,
260?
Yeah, 200 is not a big person, dude. I'm 200.
Dude, I'm 195.
Yeah.
You ain't 200.
Certainly am. Like 198.
All right, you're not 200. It's less. You're sub 200, bitch.
Don't be a dumbass. Yeah, I think like 250.
Okay. Oh, fine. Whatever.
Because if you're 6'1", 250, you're not fat. 6'2", 250, you could be jacked.
You could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So
but
I think 200 is.
But would you be okay if the airlines charge you extra for being a bigger person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
If it affects the plane in a negative way, then yeah.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
If the data shows it doesn't affect the plane at all,
right,
then whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be fine with that. It doesn't bother me none.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I'm not gonna get charged, so it doesn't matter to me.
That's true. Well, you used to be able.
I used to.
You were a big ball. You were
Push. I was round.
You're a big old hoss.
That's what happens when you can't work out.
I used to walk in that shop. Like, there's old Shakespeare snorting, little piggy. I'm just kidding, buddy.
Let's see you break your back.
I never did that.
Let's see you break your back.
I would never. You didn't break your back.
Just about.
Yeah. No, I would never. I never did that to you, pal. I would never. I will say that. Like, I know I joke around about all that stuff, but I would never, ever. I would never put somebody down because of their weight.
I would cut you. I'd cut you.
I'd never put somebody down because of their weight.
Slice you up, bro.
I might joke around about it just in general, but as far as when it's the actual individual, I always want to encourage people to be healthier and whatnot. And I always encourage you to be healthier too. I did. You know that, and I knew that. So,
are you trying to prove it to me? Or are you trying to prove it to yourself?
Right? I'm just saying. I know.
I feel like you're trying to prove it to yourself.
I don't need to prove anything to myself because obviously it worked. Look at you.
I mean, you had nothing to do with this.
Yes, I did. I was an encouragement to you.
Were you?
Yes, I was.
Encouragement.
I was an encouragement to you. I always did. Don't act like I freaking wasn't.
If you heard the stuff he says off camera.
Yeah, of course. If they heard what you say.
Oh, I'm sure they all know I'm saying shit.
I'm sure. Yeah. But anyways, no, I don't like to mess with people like that. So I always try to encourage people. And I'm totally fine with Finnair weighing people. I'm totally fine with all the airlines weighing people.
I think they should change their name.
To what, Thin Air?
Thin Air.
Yeah. I like that. Any other thoughts on that little article?
Negative.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this Dog and Pony show up.
Tell them where they can find us real quick. Words of Wisdom with Digital Slang.
Oh, you got to look it up.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, while Mr. Slang here is looking up his words of wisdom right now, you can go check us out on all social media most social media platforms. You can check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Bourbon and Blunts on Instagram, Jimmy the J on Twitter, Digital Slang on Instagram and Twitter. You can also check out the podcast on YouTube and any other audio platform that your beautiful minds and hearts choose to listen to. So go check it out.
Today's words of wisdom: we are not what we know, but what we are willing to learn.
Okay, so the idea like we're a blank slate.
You just got to keep improving.
You got to keep improving. You're a blank slate. You learn more and more things, and then you start evolving into a whole different person.
You never have to stay right where you are.
You're exactly correct, my friend. No. How do you think that's accomplished? I have my own thoughts on that, but I want to hear yours.
Constant learning, pushing forward, taking risks.
All right, but how do you learn? What do you do now? What do you do now?
Well, you read.
Yeah, I read.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm a hands-on guy. I listen, watch videos, things like that. Yeah. I don't read, but I'll watch videos or podcasts.
I listen a lot too, but I read a lot too.
I listen a lot.
Okay.
I don't read at all.
You should.
I hate it.
Why don't you listen to audiobooks?
I do.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
Or podcasts.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Perfect, man. So anyways, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. If you haven't already, please drop a comment, drop a like, drop a sub. Really, really appreciate it. And you can go listen to us on any audio platform of your choosing. We greatly appreciate yous. We love yous. Thank you for your support. And we'll catch you next time.
Ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.